This is the Pocket Monster Manual. I'm Willie Chandler here with MD.
Help us.
Shiny.
Zah!
Specs.
Human.
We're talking about Machamp. When Machoke evolves, what does it look like?
Wait. You know the bulges on a Machoke's arms? Those are the extra arms growing out of his arms.
Why does he have like 12 bulges then?
Yeah, like that doesn't make any sense because they don't come out. Of
Oh,
his
you know
arm,
what?
they
I
come
can
out
kind of see it because if you think about it, it's like the whole arm rising from the whole arm, so it's basically like dragging itself.
Yeah, like splits horizontally.
See. I
Splits
see.
down the, that'd be down the coronal plane.
So here's the thing. Machamp has always and will always remind me a little bit of King Dedede. Dedede.
Yeah,
It's the
'cause
mouth. I see it.
It's the
now
mouth,
that you've
yeah.
said it, I see it. Yeah.
Always.
I
The face
agree.
is like
And it's
angry.
the general color too.
Yeah.
Isn't that far off from DD.
It's mainly the mouth though.
I got a question, right? Machamp or Goro of Mortal Kombat or anything other that has 4 or 6 arms. What does Machamp's skeleton look like?
Fucked up.
Crazy.
What does the spine and shoulders look like?
That's a really good question. They'd have to have an extra clavicle to like connect the ball and socket to the next arm. They'd need a second scapula or a double socketed scapula.
The rib cage, does that just like wrap around further?
They
or-
would have a. They would just need. They wouldn't need as big a rib cage because the clavicle provides protection for the lungs anyway. Although expansion, I guess you could have a stretchy clavicle that expands like ribs do to help the lungs move.
The Machamp Pokken artwork kind of doesn't really make it look. The 2 extra arms just don't make any sense based on the Pokken artwork. You can look at it and you can like just see it. It just looks like they're attached. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not very good.
I'm looking at the back sprites from just the backgrounds from Black and White. It does have 2 sets of shoulder blades.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Like it doesn't.
So it's just kind of like it goes up, but the face instead of coming out the top of them, it comes out the front.
Picture your shoulders,
Yeah.
but instead of your neck coming out of it, it's just extra shoulders,
Yeah.
and then your neck comes out. Like you're just
Yeah.
taller.
No, but your neck doesn't come out; it comes out the front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His back is like taller than his neck
Yeah.
to accommodate for the extra shoulders.
Can we talk about the fact that he can punch things so fucking fast ever?
He can punch 1,000 times in 2 seconds, so that's 125 punches per arm per second,
Mate.
which is insane.
That happens in Pokken actually if you use his like super move. It's pretty cool.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does. Yeah.
Is this a Japanese thing, like just punching really, really fast?
I guess it
Because it happens in Fist of the North Star and JoJo's and this.
Street
and fucking,
Fighter.
I feel like
It happens with a few.
I think
things
there's so much anime where like a super move is to just punch 50 times in 2 seconds or whatever.
Oh yeah, Little Max and Donkey Kong's new Final Smashes and
Yeah.
Smash Ultimate. It's the same thing.
I mean, you got to agree, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
does.
it looks amazing, but I'm saying like
It's definitely very Japanese.
So Machamp is a big name in the Pokédex. Like he is so powerful. He can throw his foes over the horizon. That's like 20 miles or something. He mastered every kind of martial arts. Like he is an unstoppable machine.
do they need to learn every martial arts before it's possible for them to become a champ?
That's how they evolve. They're only able to use 4 arms once they have mastered all forms of 2-armed combat.
But like martial arts are made for people with 2 arms. So
Yeah. So they have to start inventing like their own martial art after that.
yeah, like they learn all that humans can teach them, and then from that, once they master that, they start to learn to fight with 4 arms.
Exactly.
Ultra Moon says it can attack and defend simultaneously, so maybe it just mashes everything together and does it all at once.
That's the point of no guard, though. It doesn't defend; it just attacks.
But it literally says with 4 arms it can attack and defend
It
simultaneously.
doesn't have
Okay.
just no guard. It gets also guts and steadfast.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to talk about no guard because I really like that
Oh,
ability.
what a good ability!
Describe no guard to me.
It makes a dynamic punch so worth it.
It means that your attacks never miss and the enemy's attacks never miss because he's so close up that you just.
This
Yeah,
is
no
another
guard.
example of a manlet Pokemon. 1.6 meters.
He's like twice as wide, 3 times as
Jesus.
wide as a person.
He's like a box.
He is,
A
yeah.
rectangle.
He weighs 130 kilograms as well, so his BMI is very high.
He's all muscle though, mate.
We need to use hip to waist ratio really for him rather than a BMI.